Hey everyone, Tony George, DocSports.com, NFL playoff weekend. We're going to talk a little bit about the Kansas City Jacksonville game. Free pick is in the Cincinnati and Buffalo game. Be sure and get over to Doc's. Thumbs up, subscribe too, please. Follow me on Twitter at TGeorgeSports. I might be putting out some halftime lines for free this weekend. If I'm betting them in Vegas, I'll put them on Twitter. So you can follow me there. That being said, we have our 8-unit playoff game of the year on Sunday in the Dallas and San Francisco game. Got a rare 8-unit pick. That's the hype. We have a 3-pack side total and a teaser on Saturday. Doc Sports, free $60, link in the description below. If you've never been a member, weekend football packages are what, 99 bucks or something? For 2 days, you get it for 39 bucks. So if you've never been a member, we'll park 60 bucks. You don't like my stuff? I don't. Okay. There's 11 other guys over there. Get on them. Win some money. College basketball rolling. And I want to thank everybody on Thursday. I had tremendous support for our 7-unit pick on the Boston Bruins 3-1 over the Rangers at minus 115, which was a dirt cheap. That's the best line I've seen in a month in hockey. Boston's a real deal. So, that being said, thank you. We got the win. And we'll have the NBA, college basketball, probably a 4 or 5-pack on Saturday. NFL's already up. We'll have some PGA picks out for you on Saturday and Sunday after the cut. Head-to-heads. Daily head-to-heads. Let's get to these games. First of all, y'all know, unless you're living under a rock, I'm a Kansas City fan. I love me some Chiefs. 8.5, a little steep. Kansas City, there's a lot of interesting variables in this game. You know, I don't know how you can come down off a 27-0 minus 5 turnover performance and end up winning 31-30 and go on the road at Arrowhead and play 7 days later against an Andy Reid coach team that basically is off a bye. We all know what Andy Reid does coaching off byes, with added time to rest, prepare, heal up. Also, haven't played since January 7th, so that's a little bit of rust. Maybe to knock off out of the gate. You know, Jacksonville, the thing about this game here is, I think the line's right. I think Kansas City can beat it by 10. I really do. Kansas City, I think, maybe number 2 team in the NFL right now, power rating. I mean, and the whole world's got them and Philly in a teaser this weekend. The whole world. The whole world. Rarely does that work out. I've been doing this 31 years. I'm just telling you. Just me and you having a cup of coffee, taking a piss over a fence post. That's death to Smoochie. Guaranteed super lock in the millennium type stuff. This is up to 9 in some spots here with Kansas City. That puts Jacksonville in a teaser, a 2-team 6-point teaser at plus 15. That's through 3, 6, 7, 10, and 14. That's 5 key numbers, your betting numbers in the NFL. 5 key numbers. If they're at 9 tomorrow and you tease Kansas City down to 3, you're sitting on a fall number. 3 is the worst number to be sitting on the planet in the NFL. FYI, I think the best bet in this game is a prop bet. We'll have prop bets over at Doc Sports Saturday and Sunday. We've been tearing them up in the NFL. And recently the NBA, if you're not over there, they're $25 a day. 1 4-unit pick on Thursday, but Christian Kirk against Kansas City, he had 12 targets, 9 receptions, 105 yards, and 2 TDs. And then for 5 games, he never had a TD, a catch again. And then the week they played Tennessee, he had one, and he had one last week. Him to have a touchdown pass is plus 185. Chances are pretty high he might. That's an awfully good number for a small wager. Also over 5.5 receptions. If I had the total in this game, 27-17 ball game last time. Jacks had 17 first downs, 315 yards versus Kansas City's 26 first downs and 468 yards. And Mahomes had a hell of a day against them. 26 out of 35 for 331 and four TDs and one pick. And Kansas City won by 10 and was a -3 in the turnover category. I think Kansas City can nip them by 10. I really do. And the other interesting dichotomy is nobody knows Andy Reid better than Doug Peterson. He was on his staff for 7 years. Just saying. There's just a lot of interesting variables in that game, and I'm not so sure with Kansas City covering 5 spreads all year that 8.5 is a big number. But it is playoff time. It is Arrowhead, and but you're playing a team here that's the most dangerous team this weekend. They're not supposed to be here. They had one of the worst records in the NFL, and ended up winning a division and winning a playoff game like they did last week. They're a dangerous team. They got nothing to lose, and they don't give a rat's ass. They're going to come in there and throw the kitchen sink at them. And they got players. Just saying. But those prop bets probably be the best way to go. Cincinnati, Buffalo, I like Cincinnati. I like Cincinnati selfishly because if Cincinnati beats Buffalo, we get to play them in Arrowhead. If Buffalo wins this game, we got to go down to Atlanta and play on a neutral site because of that Monday night injury cancellation thing with Hamlin. And they're rallying around him. He'll probably be on the sideline this weekend. He's been at the Bills facility this week. So there's a big kind of emotional thing there. But you really got to look at Buffalo and say, how impressed are you with them recently? I mean, you barely beat Miami with a third-string quarterback rookie out of Kansas State last week. Barely beat him. Could have lost. And Allen didn't look that sharp. Can he make plays? Is he a fantastic quarterback? Because can he make all the throws? Can he take off and run and hurt you? Yeah, he sure can. Top 3 or 4 in the NFL, bar none. However, he can kill you. A lot of red zone turnovers this year. A lot of fumbles. He still makes some bonehead decisions on the fly, trying to do too much. Cincinnati, all I've heard all week long is they have no chance because their offensive line's out. Burrow gets rid of the ball quicker than about anybody in the league. And be looking at Joe Mixon props, receptions out of the backfield, because he'll be dumping it off if he's under pressure. And you know Buffalo's going to bring it. But their wide receivers match up well against Buffalo's secondary. Telling you, he gets any time. They're dangerous. Take a look at Buffalo. Let's just quickly, Bengals are a 12-4-1 ATS team. Buffalo's a 500 team ATS. Here's the other thing. I think the resume for Cincinnati coming in here, back-to-back wins over Baltimore, a division opponent. That's a knockdown, drag-out, black and blue ball game. Now, you're going to say Baltimore didn't have a good quarterback. Hundley performed real well last week. Beat New England, beat Tampa Bay, pounded Cleveland, beat Kansas City, won at Tennessee, won at Pittsburgh, pounded Carolina by 21. And then you got Buffalo here. As I mentioned, a 3-point win last week as a 14-point favorite. When they played New England and beat them 35-23, New England out-yarded them. You went on the road and beat Chicago. Ho-hum, Chicago sucks. And if I'm not mistaken, Fields didn't play that game. Miami, again, another 3-point win. The Jets, 20-12 as a 10-point favorite, and they had trouble in that game. They beat New England. They beat Detroit by 3. They lost to Minnesota. They lost to the Jets. 5.5 is a bad number in the NFL. Give me the Bengals to cover the number for your free pick on Sunday. Doc Sports, place to be. Best of luck this weekend. Enjoy. Get over and win some money. That's why we're all here.